Welcome to Holden, the city of exiles. You can somehow read the writing and it's spelled Holden, just like the cars. And yeah, you're free to explore the city as you please. You see it's quite bustling. It seems like all the buildings, they all seem kind of elven in make in the way that it kind of incorporates a lot of natural stuff in the city. But you see that there's a lot of variety of people around. People that look like Arris, people that look kind of like Pi, people that look somewhat like Tristan. And
Tristan likes to stick to the plan, so he's kind of like, shouldn't we just go straight to the big building, not get like distracted, and like, because that's what this is the whole thing, right?
I mean, that we're gonna. It's 2 days so they can send us back. So we got 2 days to make it to the big building to get permission.
Yeah, but if we make it to the big building first, then we have 2 days to spend afterwards.
Well, that's a fair point, but what if they give us another job?
We can say no.
That's true.
Can we say no? I can say no. I might even be able to get away with it too. I'll try about the rest of you.
If they give us another job, then we've got no time to handle it if we spend our days earlier. If they give us another job and we spend the next 2 days doing it, then at least we've done it before we go home. We're not having to spend any more time.
I guess we can mosey our way over, We don't have to walk directly there. We can just, have a little look around. See what's around, but just vague wonder in the big building's over there. As long as you keep moving closer to it, we're getting there, right?
Yeah, we'll approach the big building and we'll look at things on the way.
Yeah.
as Ben approaches, you hear a husband and wife arguing. One is currently in the process of making a large metal frame. He seems to be a smith. I can't believe that Ayushka left a note for us after his passing that we needed to make his portrait exactly 20% larger than that of the other guardians. This is absolute bollocks. And his wife says, calm down. He paid us plenty of gold, Gimmerin. What are you complaining about? And you notice that the husband and wife is a gnome and a dwarf couple. And
No, we're not. Let's not step in the way of two people arguing. I think that's a terrible idea. Let's keep going.
Focus on the objective. Don't deviate from the plan, otherwise things will go horribly wrong if we deviate. I can feel it.
as you move up more, you see that there's an elven piper playing a pipe as a dragonkin. The dragonborn is just relaxing, listening by a torch fire, staying nice and warm.
I'm walking ahead.
Yeah, I think I'm going to keep heading to the big building.
Do we hear anything as we walk past? Anything that catch our interest from anyone?
This elf over here seems to be grumbling about something. He's saying perhaps a little bit too loudly than someone rationally would. I could join Deldrak, or I could stay here, which is the safer option. I just can't figure it out. Do I join Deldrak, or should I place my bets on the new Guardian?
I resist the urge to tell him not to place bets on the Guardian and keep walking forwards.
Alright, you'll keep moving forwards.
No, stay focused and gamble later.
Alright, as you get closer up into this like little plaza area, you see that there's two scholars that are sitting in the well-lit area, and they're kind of just having a little debate. They're going, the world tree Jazil. It said that it was destroyed years and years ago. Could it be that there is a new world tree that is really growing here? Is that really what's happening? If anything could burn the tree, what would it be? You fool. Normal flames will not work to burn down the world tree. It needs something stronger. A primordial flame is the only thing that could possibly burn down the tree. Yeah, that's the gist of the conversation they're having.
Just lean over to you. I was like, "Is that? Do you think that's the fire that the lady was talking about?"
Oh yeah, the one, the one by the mountain, in the cave, over the box,
yes,
in the underwater temple.
cave.
That one.
That one, yes. Super far away, very
Super
far away from here.
Definitely nowhere nearby.
Nope. Good we cleared that up.
Uh,
And just keep power walking past them, trying to not arise suspicion.
Alright, you guys make your way into the big building, which is the biggest building around, which you've been told is where the governing body, the Arboreal Order, has its little headquarters. Inside of this building, you see that there's a bunch of clerks and people working really hard at all of these desks, trying to keep this city running. And up above them all, looking down, surveying, And watching as you enter, some of them are people dressed of obviously much a higher stature. They seem to be representatives of all of the races most common that you saw in the city.
Hello?
Just shouting across the entire room.
Everyone,
Entire room.
everyone in the building, and I mean everyone, even people that were nose deep in their work, look up to look at Ben. What does Ben look like right now, by the way? Oh, wait,
He's probably gained a little bit of his features, but he still doesn't quite know what he's doing. So he's got like back part of his beard and part of his hair, but his skin's still probably too pale compared to what it used to be, and he hasn't quite figured out how to get back to himself yet. But he's halfway. He's almost human, almost.
All right. So as you've called out, and everyone's looking at you, you hear a booming voice. Who are you? Visitors to the city? Present yourself immediately. And
We are the Guardians 4 here seeking retirement and heading and wishing to go back to where we came from. We were told to come here by our dear departed friend. Alas, he has already fallen. Oh, whoa! He died to save us.
He's so brave.
He was so brave. The insects. What was his name again?
Milton.
Milton. Oh, wonderful.
Milton.
Oh, wonderful friend. He guided us here, but alas, he fell afar of a land shark. Terrible deed. Also, someone tried to get the flame for us to burn the tree. That's probably worth mentioning, but we sent them on a long-winded detour. Hopefully.
a stern dwarf right at the top of the stairs says, "They're talking utter nonsense. But they mentioned the flame. Could one of them be the guardian that was summoned? Among you, are any of you the guardian? Come forth."
All right, everyone, we step forward together because they're not getting the message.
Maybe it was because we're too far away. Maybe do we yell at them when we get closer?
Let's get a bit closer.
Yeah.
Closer. And as I was saying, your little ritual summoned not one but 4 individuals. I guess we are combined, the Guardian? Or none of us are the Guardian? Oh, I don't know how this works.
They're looking.
That happened before, possibly.
The gnome, who's like all the way at the bottom of the stairs, leans over the rails and says, "Keep coming closer so that you can hear us."
All right.
Elrond, the half-elven representative up here, says, "So we're to understand that all 4 of you are the guardians."
That's what we understand.
Maybe? Collectively? Individually?
Summoned
We don't know.
summoned through the tree, from the Underdark.
No.
That did happen.
No.
Yes, from the tree, not from the Underdark. Where we came from, it was daytime? It was daytime for you 3, right?
It was like 8 at night, so no.
He was getting evening. I was
Well, yeah,
wrapping
it
up.
was getting evening. Look, I was drinking before I got grabbed. I don't know what's going on.
And we're to understand that you were attacked on your way here, yes?
Yeah, well, they came with they demanded we give them primordial flame. We told them where to find it. We had no idea. We just lied to them, and they went to find it.
Speak. Who attacked you?
Nadia?
Name of
I think it
the
was Nadia, I believe.
name
Nadia?
of some thing who was like
Yeah.
wanting to kill the tree.
Yeah, the right hand of Nadia, the right hand of someone whose name I didn't catch. It was very fast and very tense, and I was in the middle
Driscoll
of
or
pulling someone out of the ass.
Dixel or
Was it perhaps Deldrak? Hand of Deldrak?
that's it.
Yeah, the hand of Deldrak. Nadia, the hand of Deldrak. That's Deldrak's the one we forgot. Yeah.
Should have written this down.
Oh dear, they were quite proactive this time. Oh no. And they were after the flame, yes?
They wanted the flame to burn the tree, is what they said. They were very insistent upon it, but they're also not very bright. But yeah,
This is not
very
good.
trusting, I guess. Very trusting individuals.
This is not good. You're telling me that these 4 are the guardians that were summoned? They don't look anywhere near as strong as a Yushikai.
People keep saying that to us. It's really insulting.
And we might not be as strong, but there's like 4 of us. So like
Yeah, we don't need to be a quarter as strong.
collectively.
The 4 of us collectively, we could overpower them,
I can do
Or
some
at
real
very
crazy
least-
shit with this stick. It's great.
I would say that there'd need to be at least 12 of you, judging from where I'm standing, to even hold a candle to Ayushikai, previous
Well, that's insane.
guardian. He was
Dealt
something.
with that land shock pretty easily. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Sound like my mum.
I didn't even get hurt. All I got was sand in my eye.
Well, I hurt my ankle a little bit, but it is
Oh,
what it
no.
is.
And is it to understanding that you don't wish to serve as the Guardians and wish to return home.
Yeah, we'd like to go home. We all had things we were doing, and
I hate to tell you, mate, I have a job.
we have responsibilities where we came from. We'd really like to go back there to make sure those responsibilities get done. You know? What if your guardian got
Usually
abducted and
people
taken from here? You want him back, right?
My career's on the line here.
People ask before they like take you away from certain obligations.
Yeah,
Especially if it was for a new job opportunity, like...
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
They do speak sense, says the Dragonkin.
Somehow.
I mean, have no guardians ever wanted to go home before? Have you managed to always grab the unattached? Because if so, that's incredibly lucky or very impressive, or a little insidious, if you ask me. Are we sure
I sort of
these
lean
guys are
forward a little
guys?
bit and I go, to be fair, Milton didn't seem like he wanted to go home, so maybe they don't.
Oh, maybe. Are you telling me these people prey on the... Maybe we should have learned. We might have made a mistake.
Well, given where they usually come from, the Underdark, the surface here is generally a much kinder place to them. Not only that, they're given a position of power, so yes, indeed, most do choose to remain. And occasionally we have had to send potential guardians back, though, after 2 days.
That's
Oh,
us. Send us back.
So what's this 2-day thing about? Like why 2 days?
It takes 2 days for the celestial tree to regain its energy at its current stage of growth.
It's a pretty big fucking tree. You're telling me it takes 2 days?
There's like some magic water we can get to pour in the tree, make it happen faster, maybe.
I have some water. And I'm gonna flick Tristan in the back of the head with the water that I have. Again.
Why the water again?
Unfortunately not, you four. Unfortunately not. Transdimensional teleportation is something that takes a wee bit more juice than, let's say, your regular teleportation. So yes, unfortunately, 2 days is the bare minimum.
I didn't even realize there was regular teleportation.
Oh well, nice surprise for you then. Alright, enough of this babble. We have to figure out what we are going to do. We have Deldrak making moves to try and gain the primordial flame, I believe, which none of us know where it is. On top of that, we need to figure out what to do with our guests here. They seem to be wanted to be sent home, and we will respect their wishes. And is there anything else I'm forgetting? Or was it just actually those 2 things?
Milton had a wife and many children. You might want to,
Sorry?
tell them.
Milton? Who is this Milton? Do any of you know a Milton?
A little frog guy. Looks like a
Mm,
diplomat or something like that.
Never heard of him. Doesn't ring a bell. There could have been someone like that.
Green, maybe yayish tall.
I've seen frog people before. I think there's a lovely family in the city. Lots of children. The dad doesn't
like
seem
the
to be
right one?
home.
Yeah, that's the right one.
Yeah.
That's the right one? Alright.
For a whole year?
We will send his family flowers.
Might want to add some chocolate.
A
Yeah.
card at least saying condolences.
Chocolate is expensive, but very well. And a card. What should be said on this card?
Sorry for your loss.
Yeah. Milton died heroically defending the new guardians from a
Land shop.
terrifying creature.
Yeah.
We don't need to go into specifics.
Given to the leader of the Dragonborn, beckons over a scribe who takes this all down, and then he sends them off to go and do this. Alright, that's one thing down. Next on the table, storming and attacking Deldrak's fortress hidden inside the dark forest. Who's in? And absolutely none of the other representatives cheer or seem at all enthused by this. The dwarf up above him, Grim, says, is there anything in that empty skull of yours? That is a terrible idea. First things first, we need to find out where the flame is. New Guardians, were you told anything?
We were told that it was hidden. That was
Milton
it.
hit it, actually.
Well hidden, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, by the previous Guardian, yes. If I
The
recall.
one everyone keeps
Hidden.
comparing us to.
Yes,
I mean,
Oh.
if he's the guardian, wouldn't it be hanging around the tree the entire time?
perhaps. Before he passed, Ayushkai, he entrusted me with something. And he produces, after rummaging around in a sack for a little while, he produces a scroll. He entrusted me with this scroll. He said, and I quote, "In the situation when things go awry when I am not there anymore to save everyone and be the best guardian ever and the best beholder ever, please unwrap this scroll. And should I unwrap the scroll? And he looks at everyone and they will just nod. And he unwraps the scroll.
Should have been done a while ago, to be fair.
Well before we got here.
They didn't know anything went awry.
He was dead. What do you mean you didn't know anything went awry?
They haven't been attacked since.
Well, he passed away of natural causes. We
Oh,
were conducting.
Never mind then.
Yes. It was quite natural causes. He knew his end was coming. Unlike most beholders, he didn't fear his death. Instead, he seemed to make preparations, the scroll being one of them. When he says the word beholder, all of you guys kind of have blank faces. None of you look surprised because you don't know what the word means. You don't know if you should comment on it. And
It's a weird title.
yeah.
Figure it's another one of the races, like I'm like the Archer Croaker or whatever.
Cockroach. Yeah.
Yeah.
Grin, the human representative, notices this and says, "A beholder is a giant floating eyeball with really sharp teeth
The fuck?
and lots of stalks with other eyeballs on them that shoot rays of magical or other energy. Maybe even no, yeah."
No, you're right.
No,
We're
I'm
not
gonna stop you
anything
there,
like
man.
this
I'm gonna
guy.
stop you there. We were attacked by a shark on the land. What, a half an hour ago? Nothing surprises me anymore.
How did he write a scroll? He had no hands.
That's
No
actually a
wonder
good
we're
question.
fucking
How
being
does that
compared
work?
to the guy. That's fucking insane.
That's fair.
So many questions. I've lost my train of thought.
Go ignored.
He had a lot of servants that he made do his bidding. If we read the scroll, perhaps one of them took the flame and hid it somewhere. The beholders are incredibly intelligent, far more so than humans, and they are quite paranoid and can plan for every situation. It seems that Yushikai even planned for what would happen after his death, mostly just to prove to someone, I guess, just how cool he was or something. I don't sure.
Fucking cool.
He seemed
Terrifying.
he was very intolerable. He thought he was the greatest guardian. He thought he was the greatest everything, the greatest beholder. He
Oh, he was one of those types.
if he had shoulders, I think his large head would not fit on them properly.
I mean, yeah.
It was a bit
Yeah, I know a
big
girl
for
like
his
that too.
britches.
Alan says, "All right, well, with that explanation out of the way, shall I read the scrolls?" And he goes into the scroll. He says, "If I have passed and the guardians you are left with are either A, total nincompoops, or B, not as good as me, or C,
Oi.
were killed, then you must know the location of the primordial flame in case of emergencies. I will now reveal the location of this flame so that the new guardians can take custody of it, or that the council may take custody of it until new appropriate guardians are found. However, please be warned that if you are reading this within the head of the Arboreal Order's headquarters, that there are no doubt spies of the dastardly Deldrak, and you must be on guard against this. Elrond, if you are reading this, Elrond, if you are reading this, please remove the wax seal and hand it over to Gwyn." And he does so. He takes the wax seal and he hands it over to Gwyn, who just holds it for a second. Now, within the next second, she should disintegrate if all things go right. And before your very eyes, she just starts disintegrating. She just screams. She goes, she's no, fuck you, Yushikai. And she just disintegrates. And Elrond is just shocked. He's dead. And Norm, the gnome representative, says, "Keep reading the scroll." And he keeps reading. He goes, Gwyn was one of Deldrak's spies. There are no doubt others, but hopefully this serves as a warning to them that they should perhaps not do their spying, or if they're going to do so, perhaps they need to do it far more secretly. Anyways, moving on. The location of the flame is hidden within the dreams of one of my offspring. In order to claim it, you must find them and journey into their dreams. Enclosed is a scroll of dreamwalking that you can use to reach the plane of dreams. Once you have done so, please make sure not to hurt my offspring. And furthermore, once you have confirmed the safety of the flame. Make sure that the new guardians know just how brilliant I am. And also, make sure that that dwarf made my portrait 20% bigger than all of the other guardians. The end. Toodaloo, Ayushkai. And
That sounds like a lot of stuff you guys have to deal with.
Oh.
Yeah.
are you kidding me? One of our members was just disintegrated. We can't.
I mean, they were apparently a spy, weren't they? So, you know, your great guardian said they were a spy, so, And you guys all talk about how great he is? Can't be
You're
wrong
so
to me.
great, so
Oh no, oh no, oh no. Calm down, says the gnome. The dwarf says, it seems we have a lot on our plate. We will need to lock down this building. Anyone inside of here could be a spy. The only ones we know who are not spies, most likely, are the 4 interim guardians.
Oh,
And he looks
I
at the
see
4
where
of
this
you.
is going.
Oh, don't Cluedo us into this. Come on.
I mean, how does one get to the realm of dreams? Do we take a nap? Are they asking us to have a nap?
we don't even have any clue who this guy's children's is. Like, we don't even know the guy.
Yes!
We barely even know what he looks
Oh,
like.
have
Send the new guardians. Let them prove their worth. If they can complete this task, then surely they are guardian worthy, at least for the next 2 days. Aaron the half-elf
Wasn't
says,
we planned on this? Not we agreed to.
well, plans change, says Elrond the half-elf. He
Oh.
says, here, take this, and he hands you guys a scroll of planar shift, or whatever the spell's called. Anyone know? Is it planar shift?
Shift.
Plane shifting?
Plane shifting.
And hands it to all of you. You will need to first make sure that Ayushkai's offspring is asleep. Then you will be able to shift into his dreams, into his dreamscape, or so I believe. Norm the gnome says, I believe that the offspring hangs around near that fountain. Do you guys know the one? And he looks at the other representatives and they go, ah, yes, that fountain. Yes, that fountain. If you leave the city and then go around the back of the city, you'll find a fountain. And I believe that's where Ayushkai's terrible, terrible offspring generally hang out now that they're utterly and totally leaderless.
Alright, so just gotta find the big eye fellas around back.
Just double checking. That was 2 terribles, right? The terrible, not the terrible, but the terrible offspring. All right, just making sure I know how terrible this offspring really is.
Indeed, terrible, and yet more terrible.
Oh, this is wonderful. This is wonderful.
On the scale of land shark to not getting attacked, how dangerous are we thinking this mission is?
That would be land shark.
Alright.
Well, off to it. The moonlight is
Arris the
slowly
reason
disappearing.
is- Well, it could be worse, I suppose. It could be magpies, I guess.
Could be much
Yeah,
worse.
it could be magpies. Yeah.
Could be magpies.
Even worse, could be a cassowary. You never know.
Oh god.
Could be plovers. Ooh, that's also bad.
Oh, plovers. Oh, yeah,
Mm.
they're feisty things there.
Fuck those guys.
Uh.
It's so loud.
Yeah. What were we doing?
I think we go around the back. We go to the fountain.
Wait,
Finding
we
the
beat
big
all things
guy.
asleep.
I'm gonna walk up to this guy and like reach up and grab the scroll from him.
Yep, you go and take the scroll. He says, I wish you luck. Thank you for doing this. I know you didn't want to be in this situation, but I believe that we can trust you, and that you're more capable than you know.
Alright, just
Well-
don't melt too many other people while we're gone, I guess.
Will do. I will hesitate to open any more of these scrolls that he has left me in various
There's
scenarios.
more of them!
Oh yes, he holds up this sack just full of scrolls. He says, "This one's the one that I activate if the tree gets burnt down. This is the one that I open if the guardians are dead. This is the one that I open if I can't find where my other sock is."
All the contingency plans.
What? Oh, do you have a scroll for if you lose the scrolls?
Yes, that one is currently tied to my youngest child's leg.
Ah.
You have a scroll for if you lose your youngest child?
Way tied into his arm.
He looks through them and he says, "No, I don't seem to have that one. Seems he overlooked that."
Hmm.
Can't really
Maybe
be
this
the guy.
Maybe this beholder the great wasn't so great then, and I just walk away.
And with that, you all just leave. You're just like, screw that beholder guy. He ain't that cool.
I do like the hype man, like, oh, as we go.
We got this. We'll show this lot that we don't even want to impress how good we are.
We took the scenic route.
We did.
Also, it should be
Stare at.
nighttime.
Yeah, don't like that we had a very good plan of tell them what's going on, then go back and go home, and they've got us on this whole bloody quest.
Oh, it's so pretty.
Oh wow,
This
that's
is really
very
pretty.
pretty. Wow, I
Very
can see
pretty,
why
but
they
I'm
like
still
to hang
mad.
out here. It's a nice place. You can tell pretty tales about this. Perfect place for a romantic story.
All right. Because you guys went there straight away without like resting or anything, it's still nighttime, and as you all see, there is a sleeping spectator, which kind of looks like how the beholder was described. A giant head with one singular eyeball, big mouth that's kind of lolled open, drooling currently, and eyeballs that are actually closed. And behind that are 4 smaller versions of that seem to be like, you know, like when a dog, how you know how a dog's having a dream because they're like making noises and they're kind of like kicking their legs and things like that. That's what all these little gazers, these little tiny beholders are all kind of doing. And yeah, you see that it's currently sleeping.
That's good. Then we don't need to put it to sleep then. I mean, we don't need to put it to sleep then.
Oh, we
I
just
don't know.
cast the spell,
Are we
right?
trying to talk to it?
Oh, we
no.
need to enter its dreams.
I kind of thought
Yeah.
they were exaggerating when they described the thing, but nah, that's just a bunch of eyes.
I mean, they said like they said a whole bunch more than that, didn't they? This one's only got 4, you know. So they didn't exaggerate a little.
We're really just
That's
assuming
true.
it's like some sort of mirror trick until I get closer.
I mean, do we have to get closer to read the spell?
I don't know.
How clo-
Does the spell come with instructions?
Well, let's have a look. What
The scroll does come with instructions, and it says that you need to at least be within 10 feet.
All
10
right.
feet. I don't know,
I don't know what
Imperial
feet are.
units.
We should probably
You guys are all absolutely lost
be
there.
quiet.
You guys are all absolutely lost there. You don't know why this fantasy world uses the measurement of feet, and nothing is going to tell you what feet is.
Guys, don't worry
Nothing's
about
wrong
it.
with
I
a
worked
good
at
foot.
Subway for a while. A foot is like a Subway sandwich. So as long as we're like at least 10 Subway sandwiches away, we should be fine.
Okay, cool. I can at least picture that. That works.
Yeah.
All right. So roughly where that sort of flower thing is, right? That flower motif. That's about close.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty.
Yeah. About
That's
it.
a lot. That's not many Subway sandwiches. I'll be honest.
All right. Do we all have to be that close, or just one of us with a scroll? What do you reckon?
I reckon it could be all of us, right? If we all want to get in.
That's
Does
a good
it work
point.
on
All
multiple
right.
people?
Who here walks the the loudest?
The loudest.
Yeah, who's? I don't know what we can do to get there quickly, quietly.
I mean, I have
You don't want to
talons
wake him up, right?
now,
They'll be grumpy.
and I
Yeah,
sound
but, like,
I
we
click
don't-
my talons on the ground.
You have
Oh, yeah,
talents.
you can fly there.
I also have little claws in my feet.
All right. Well,
But I do have
I'm
a scroll of
flying.
flight, so someone could fly over if, assuming this actually does what the label says.
You know what? This has been working so far. I want to try something. You two here, you seem quite loud. Let's see if you can help you get around.
All right.
I clap.
Anything happening?
Wait, what are you guys trying to do?
clap.
Sorry? What are you trying to do?
We're just trying to get closer.
Oh, okay.
We're trying to
Um,
discussing what to do.
Okay. Yeah,
I mean, I guess I could fly. The wingspan on these does not seem like it would hold up
and,
human
would that-
body height, but I guess I'm not a human, so I could try.
and would that be?
I mean, I
quiet?
thought you were a magpie, but
Wait, I'm a fucking magpie? I rush to look in the water.
I mean that's. Am I wrong? I thought that's what I thought that's what they look like.
Can I? I see my magpie reflection in the water, and I'm on the verge of having a panic attack again.
Right, yeah, you've realized now, the first time seeing your reflection, that you look like a magpie yourself. You just have a full-blown crisis.
Did you not know that you were a magpie?
I mean, it said I was a fucking bird. You didn't say I was a magpie.
I thought that's why there were all the magpies around earlier.
I assumed I went to magpie hell.
Why would
I
we
guess
be-
that's a valid
That's
assumption.
very good point.
Oh,
Well,
I suppose if magpies were going anywhere, it'd be hell. So like that
on the
makes
plus
sense.
side, you know, you're well kept. Your feathers looking good. You're a well kept magpie. You know, you're not mangy.
You're very
you know?
shiny.
You're
Yeah,
very
you're
shiny
very,
magpie.
very pretty.
Yeah. Obviously, this
got that blue
magpie you
tint
are
to
looks
them?
after itself.
Now they can't hurt you though because you're one of them.
True.
Could you hurry up and approach the sleeping creature? Suddenly says a voice from Arris's amulet.
The fuck?
What? Hello?
Sorry, hi, I'm dead. That's not my name, it's what I am. I'm dead. My name is Aaron, and, well, you guys are taking so long that I just had to say something. Usually I don't like people, and I do not like to talk, but you took so long, so long, that I had to say something. You need to approach this creature silently, hopefully. If you can do anything like that, that would be much appreciated. Go on.
Right. I guess I can fly over.
Sure.
Well, firstly, Aaron, your manners are dog shit, but fair point.
Yeah.
Alright, I guess.
I told you I do not like people.
Go over there. Tiptoe quietly.
Alright.
One step at a time.
Start like flapping my wings to get a sense if they would be more quiet than me just like sneaking along.
You know
I'm just gonna do my very
from how magpies fly that from a distance they're quite quiet, but once they get close to you, it's the most terrifying noise ever.
It is the most terrifying noise ever.
So you could fly to within a certain distance, within, I would say, 10 feet, but you could not approach any closer. Otherwise,
That's okay. That's
Nice.
all I want to get to.
alright.
to like get on my belly and basically crawl over, try not to make any clicking sounds with any claws that I have.
Alright, can all of you other than Pi, could you roll stealth with advantage because the creature is asleep? 22,
Oh, thank God.
14, 18. Alright, all of you approach the spectator that is snoozing, the snoozing spectator. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, so advantage, that's the one higher. You all approach the snoozing spectator quite silently until you're within 10 feet of it.
The thing now.
I've done magic stuff. Give me the scroll.
Oh no.
I
Get back into my
hand
stick.
the scroll over.
Alright.
I start doing what the scroll tells me to do.
Alright, the scroll has a very long phrase that it needs you to recite word for word in order to activate.
Oh, hell. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. You can do this. You've memorized lines before. You remember them all the time. This is what you do. All right, cool. I can do this.
Why is this not filling me with
Memorizing them.
confidence?
You're just reading them.
How do you do reading out the scroll?
Yes. I will admit, not the best. Tristan doesn't do the best under pressure, and realizing there was a big long word is thrown for a bit of a loop. So he's not saying it exactly clearly. We'll say he probably stumbles over 2 parts of it.
Stumble over 2 parts of it. And
Yeah.
unfortunately, the magic starts looking like it's activating. There's like a purple swirling cloud starting to appear over the spectator's head. But as you stumble, it just like drifts away into nothing.
All right, you had your chance.
Oh, yep. Take it.
I'm just gonna take it back and give it to the magpie.
Oh, me, right.
You're up.
I look at the scroll and I take a moment to like read it and then code it to words in my head for like animals I know, and then I'll read it out loud, not worrying too much about whether I'm gonna flub it, because I'll just get passed on if I do.
Alright, you just go ahead and read it quietly in a whispering voice, and as you whisper the words, whispering, the purple cloud starts forming above the spectator's head until it forms into a circular portal that moves over and encompasses all of you, and you all move into the spectator's dreamscape.
Just needed a second attempt.
Jesus Christ.
Money, money, money.
Oh God.
Must be funny.
This is cool.
In a rich man's world.
Alright, you guys can place yourselves wherever you wish. Anywhere is fine.
Dreamscape. Very spread out.
Did you want us to be more grouped together, or is this okay?
That's okay, as long as you guys are okay with it.
I'm
That
good
makes
with
me
it.
want to change where I'm at, but I'm locking it in.
Yeah, there was nothing ominous about what I just said. Don't worry.
Lock it
Get in, Eddie.
All right.
This giant eye that's staring at me.
Seems to be a strange world where there's a bag of holding that has a huge big eye, and there's eye stalks, and there's clouds, and there's coins. It's quite strange. But as far as you can see, you can't see anything that sticks out currently. as this primordial flame that you've been told to look for. So,
You know what we're looking for?
The fire, right?
I thought we were looking for like a location.
I mean, we're looking for the flame. It was meant to be hidden in the memories, wasn't it? It's somewhere here, right?
Is the
that
flame
big
itself
eye over
hidden
there
in the
glowing? Do you
memories?
think it's in the big eye?
can you all
Location of the flame in the memories.
roll perception?
Perception.
How funny.
Oh, I'm so good at seeing things.
I'm just staring at that big eye. I'm just staring at it. Just there.
Staring back at you.
Staring. I was like, you see anything? All I see is this big eye.
Yeah, you were just absolutely transfixed. Tristan, you are still trying to get over the failure of reading the spell scroll earlier.
Yeah.
Whereas Arris and Pi, you guys think probably the only place to hide anything would be within the mouth of the bag, as far as you could tell.
Can I walk or like is it swimming?
As you have
Have I-
arrived in this dreamscape, you notice that your body feels much lighter. Like gravity has approximately 1/3 of the effect that it normally had on you, and therefore you can actually jump quite far.
Yump.
It's kind of like swimming. Huh. I feel
Yump.
like I'm floating.
Reckon the only place to go is inside here.
I think you
Inside-
might be right.
Oh, inside there?
Yeah, inside here.
Inside the bag? The bag with the big eye. Yeah, sure. We can do that.
I mean, it's a dream, right? We'll be fine.
Well, it's a mindscape. Is that gonna do like weird head stuff? I've seen the Marvel movies. I saw Doctor Strange.
Right.
You're going inside the brain's dangerous.
Can everyone make an arcana check?
Oh,
Is that a thing?
Kana? Who's Kana? I'm not Kana. Not for me.
Pi, you are totally oblivious, as well as Ben.
Magic is.
Arris, you can feel that. So you all notice that there's a chest there. And Arris, you know that there's a lot. You can feel a lot of magic around you. Tristan, you feel like your senses are on fire. You feel that there's something strange about the chest, that there's some magic coming from it. And also you notice that there's a bunch of regular everyday items scattered around you, and that they all seem to be overflowing with magic and magical properties as well. But they all look totally normal.
Guys, there's like a lot of magic here, like from that chest and from all this other shit. Like more than there's supposed to be.
Well, then open the chest.
You want me to open it?
I mean,
Can I float
Only
over
where
to
the flame
one of the regular items and just take a closer look at it?
You take a closer look at it, you pick up a teddy bear. It looks like a regular teddy bear. It's fluffy, it's got some stuffing poking out of it. To all perception of it, it seems regular. Just a regular everyday item, but you can feel it's quite magical.
I am.
Alright. Magical teddy bear. And it's the same kind of magic coming from the teddy bear that's coming from the chest?
No,
No.
it's different somehow.
Okay, this is like a good feel. This teddy bear's got like good feeling magic. That chest is not so good. So if we're gonna
You-
open it, I really feel like we got to be careful about it. Like I don't know,
I
attack.
carefully open up a magical treasure chest.
I don't know.
I'm gonna
from a
Poke it with my
distance.
quarterstaff. Is it unlocked?
You poke it with your quarterstaff.
Like try and lift the lid with my quarterstaff. Is it locked or is it?
All right, so from a bit of a distance, so you can move back a square. You try to open the chest, and as you do, it transforms into a creature with sharp rows of teeth and a long tongue sticking out. That's would definitely have tried to take a bite out of and surprised attacked anyone less wary than you guys were.
Ooh.
So
I use my stick like a broom and smack it.
I was got a tooth at
'Cause
the
I'm
end
s-
of its tongue.
Because I'm
Ah.
spooked. It's like when you see like a spider or a snake slither past. You,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
you get spooked by it real quick, and you just like smack.
all right, you can make a surprise attack. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm gonna do.
Thanks to Tristan's warning.
Uh,
While that's happening, can we all roll initiative?
Yes.
Thank you.
oh wait, that's not right. No, that's not right either. God damn it. I'll get it eventually. That one.
We'll punch the initiative.
All right. Unfortunately, you do not manage to damage it in any way. You kind of just like bonk it a little bit. You're just like panic smacking it in the, but with like not enough force to like crush it or anything. Hurt it. Alrighty. At the top of the initiative is Ben. Ben, what do you do now that this creature has revealed its tongue, dripping with juices with these teeth, very sharp? and it's looking like it wants to take a bite out of you guys.
My goodness, look at how it shines! And I'll just point at it, and as I point it, I'll cast Fairy Fire, as it's all the metal's so shiny.
I didn't put my character. Damn it.
You didn't click your character.
Crumble's not the
Yeah.
initiative, no.
Oh no. Alright, that is a dexterity save.
How well can the chest dodge?
Quite well, apparently. It just like jumps over the fairy fire as all these lights come from the surroundings.
Oh,
Do you want me to read?
Alright, and that will be
I can grab some.
I also know that Pie's in here
what?
twice.
One moment. I've got the bonus action.
in there
You've got
twice?
this, Arris. You've got this.
Yeah, twice. I
And
can-
the inspiration.
Nice.
is that damage again? Is that the hit?
That's the hit.
That's the
the
hit.
hit.
Okay, cool.
Hit.
Just look different. Alright, yeah, that definitely hits. Go ahead.
This one is only one-handed because I'm gonna also punch it.
One-handed, okie dokie. Alright, so you smack it for 10 damage.
Yeah. I'm going to flurry of blows.
Okay.
So this thing's scary. I'm gonna bop it.
As you're making this flurry of blows attack, that definitely hits. Your amulet has procced up now that you're in combat and says, "Look out for the gaze of the beholder. It nullifies all magic within its path.
The what?
Okay.
The gaze of the main eye of the beholder. It nullifies
I-
all magic in its sight."
The eye.
And unfortunately, and the eye can't actually see you guys inside the bag. But yeah, all right, cool. That's 4 more damage. And was there a second on
I
it?
think so. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just trying to figure out if it rolled twice. No.
Unfortunately, that one misses.
That's alright.
And that is the Mimic's turn. The Mimic goes ahead and tries to grapple you. So it just goes and tries to just latch onto you with its tongue and with its mouth and just try and put some weight onto you, Arris, as the one who opened it. Could you make a strength saving throw with the DC being 15? Kind of the tank of the party.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Strength saving?
Yes, please. You pass. You manage to shove this thing off as it just tries to put its weight on you and just try and stick close to you, grappling onto you. And that is its turn over. That is going to be Pie's turn.
Yeah. Bow out. Swarm returning, unfortunately. Do the magpies in here look kind of dreamy? Or are they real magpies?
They do look kind of dreamy and a little bit cuter.
Oh,
They have these big cute eyes.
okay. I don't drop to the ground this time, but I'm still like shaking a little bit as I go to fire.
Hawaii magpies.
Okay, that does hit. Yeah, and 6 piercing damage. You sink
Yeah,
an arrow into this wooden but yet still fleshy creature.
can this creature make one of these saves, a strength save?
A strength save, okay. That is a 16, so it succeeds.
It succeeded. Yeah, the magpies basically try to shove it, but it kind of holds the ground.
Did the so instead of damage, is that what happens?
Yeah, instead of
Okay.
damage, that's what that is.
Okay, cool.
And one more shot.
That hits as well.
Oh, heck yeah. And then the magpies return. I'm gonna be honest. With the gathered swarm, it says like immediately after you hit a creature with attack. So I think I can use it on the extra attack.
Yeah, I'd
I'm
say
not
so.
sure.
Yeah, that'll totally work then. All right, an extra 3 damage as these dreamlike flock of swarm of magpies assault this ooey yucky mimic chest. All right, and that will be Tristan's turn.
All right. Tristan's going to try not like move a little bit so he doesn't get the line of fire and accidentally hit his friend because he's still learning how this magic stuff works. And through a little bit of testing and whatnot he did on the way, he figured out he can cast a firebolt as a cantrip towards the mimic, hopefully hitting him.
All right, so you cast Firebolt. How do you do so?
So I swing the stick in the air a couple of times, and like I'm trying to gather up fire in the end of it because I'm still not exactly sure how this works. And then like kind of toss it, like half toss it towards the mimic. Hopefully something comes out the end.
And indeed it does. A Firebolt shoots towards the mimic, and that hits. Roll damage.
Roll damage. Oh, lovely.
Ooh, a big 50 and a fire damage. It smacks this mimic, and you can see that is looking quite beat up now. Do you have any other anything else?
For my bonus action, because just I like to learn how it works, I kind of let out a "Whoa, I did it! Yeah, I'm good at this!" And in doing that, let out a draconic cry, which is something kobolds can do. So I let out a cry at enemies within 10 feet of you. He's not within 10 feet of me. This won't do anything. Never mind.
Is if you just move a little bit closer, you can move.
Like I take a step forward towards him and be like, yeah, I hit you with a fireball.
All right, and what is
Yeah,
draconic?
so until the start of your next turn, you and your allies have advantage on attack rolls against the enemies that could hear you. You can use this 3 times per long rest.
Dang. Oh, okay.
Nice.
So that will
Until
be
the start of my next turn.
Arris's turn. You have advantage, apparently.
Punch it.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit it again. Of course.
That definitely hits. Roll damage.
One of those is significantly better than the other.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So you do. Was that one-handed or two-handed?
So that one was one-handed.
All right, cool.
Then I'll hit it again.
That definitely hits.
One-handed again.
It's funny that the
and
one-handed
I
is.
will...
Yeah, sometimes just by.
All right, how do you do it? How does Arris take down this monstrous mimic?
So I guess like I'm gonna like jam the quarterstaff down its throat
Yeah.
and just sort of like put my foot on one side like of the mouth and then use it as like a crowbar and like rip it open.
Oh, that's terrifying. All right, you shove. So you shove your. That's brutality. You shove your quarterstaff down its mouth, and it's like, It's like, as your quarterstaff is like in the middle of its mouth, and then you start using it as a lever, as you just totally wrench this thing's top off, and blood goes spurting everywhere, and you can clearly see all of the fleshy details inside of this mimic. Congratulations, you guys have defeated the mimic. If you look inside of it, you will notice that there is actually treasure inside of the mimic. However, the primordial flame that you're looking for is not there.
No, so we did that for nothing.
So you find a potion of invincibility. Tristan, you will get a scroll of slow.
Hey, more paper.
Pi, you find that there is a quiver with some arrows in it. Essentially, you find some arrows that will add an extra d4 of elemental damage to your attacks.
Okay.
Was
How
it
many
invisibility?
arrows are in there?
So there's 6 arrows. There's 2 acid, 2 cold, and 2 fire. And what was that? Sorry, Grumble.
Was it invisibility? Sorry.
Invisibility. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. And Ben, you find a good old scroll of fireball. I'm giving away a lot of scrolls because I like scrolls. Scrolls are great.
Those are good. Those are good.
All right, but yes, again,
Use them and not hoard them.
there is no primordial flame inside of that chest.
Does this go in deeper?
You can see it goes in a bit deeper, but it's just filled to the brim with coins, and you can't like go in any further. You try to move the coins out of the way, but they seem fixed in space somehow.
No luck over here.
I go back to the seeing how that how much magic that guy was full of, and he was a monster, and then the other magical items you told me about earlier. You said there were multiple items that felt like they were full of magic.
Yeah, there's a teddy bear. There's a little rocking horse. There's a stuffed beholder toy, and there's also a just like a big lollipop, not edible.
I gather up all the super magic items and present them to the group. It's like, do you think this means anything? These feel like they're full of magic, more so than the rest of the place.
Maybe.
A lot of baby stuff. Maybe they point a location.
I don't know enough about this world to know about babies.
No matter how you investigate them, they appear to be totally normal items. Just you can sense magic from them, which is very peculiar.
Oh wait. What if you throw them? The dead person said that the eye gets rid of magic. Throw them out of the bag. See what happens.
Just kind of chuck them into the distance then.
You just chuck them into the distance, and the lower gravity just makes them kind of float. And as they're floating outside of the bag and into the purple gaze of the beholder bag, the anti-magic ray hits them, and they all transform into something completely different. You see that one of them is a bottle with the flame inside.
Oh shit, catch it!
Hey!
I run to like try to get it.
You run and you jump and you go and you try to catch it. Could you give me a what check would that be? Acrobatics, please.
Acrobatic. Oops, I'm still on advantage.
25.
Oh, that's just 10. No, it's just 10.
You manage to catch it, and with a flip, you land right here on this coin. You see that the other items as well, They land up on this coin, and there's one more over here on this like ice stalk. And you're not too sure what they were, but they were definitely something important.
Oh,
And
Alright, well,
Can I-
split up.
can I go chasing after one of them?
Alright.
I'll take this one. You take that one.
as you go and collect all of the different items, Ben, what you find a throwing pouch filled with some type of black powder. You know that from where you've been working, operating in the pubs where there's a lot of miners. You know that smell is probably most certainly some type of explosive powder. I think you worked around kind of like the mines a lot.
Work around mines a lot, so we've seen. I look at this and go like, I have an idea what this is.
So you have a patch of explosive powder, which if thrown and then ignited will deal 46 damage in a 10 feet radius. Let me write that down and then send that in chat, because I wouldn't remember it, so I guess I can't expect you to. 46, 10-foot radius. Tristan, what you find is you find yet another scroll. These scrolls are haunting you. They're like,
They're everywhere.
one day maybe you'll read one of them correctly. And the scroll that you find this time, you find a scroll of find a scroll of Sleet Storm, I think it's called, or maybe it's just Ice Storm. There's something with sleet in it.
Sleet Storm.
Sleet Storm, I think it might be, or Sleet Shower.
No, I think it's Sleet Storm.
Sleet Storm. All right, Sleet Storm.
Sleet Storm. Yep, I found it.
And what Arris finds, you find a wristband that increases the effect of your unarmed strikes, making them, if you choose, to deal shockwaves to enemies behind the enemy that you attack.
Oh.
So half of the damage that you deal will also be passed on to the enemy behind them. Only with unarmed strikes though.
Okay. So what was it that I found? Did you say?
An armband of shocking blows.
Ooh. Okay.
Alrighty. So once you guys have all gone and picked them up and you're just marveling at them, suddenly landing right next to Pi is a huge bugbear who goes, "This bugbear got the drop on you!" And he just jumps down and just lands next to you. And could you make a dexterity check as he tries to grab the flame from you?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh!